Hello, and welcome to Beyond Books, where we talk about books and beyond. I'm your host. I'm Reney, co-host Raina. Snack of the day is WAG chicken and waffle biscuits. Again, a Raina favorite. Happy Tag Tuesday, because today I have for you an original tag. This is one that I just created actually yesterday. And there are some reasons why I did this tag and why I did it the way I did. So let me explain that as we go along. First of all, it's called the Unread Books Tag. And this tag, again, was created originally by me just yesterday. And I did it to increase awareness of the number of books we own and how many we have that to date remain unread. So there are so many reasons why you go to the store and you fall in love with a book and you want to take it home. But aren't books meant to be read and appreciated? Who knows what may be in your collection? And that's what I'm really trying to get at here. This tag may actually prompt you to find some hidden, unread gems. So that's the point of the tag. Now, even if you say, well, Reney, I never buy books. I go to the library. Okay, well, maybe you could tell us a little bit about how you pick out books at the library. Do you read them all the time? Do you have to renew them often? Just to raise awareness of that. So here are the prompts. First one, how many books do you presently own? And now I know for some people, this is a very difficult question, probably for all of us. But you are certainly welcome to give an estimate if you're unsure. Some people are going to know exactly because they keep things on spreadsheets and things like that. That's not unheard of. So this is just to raise some awareness of how many of those books are unread. So here's how I did it. I actually went and kind of took an estimate count. If there were 10 on a shelf and all the shelves were the same, I just multiplied by 10. So what I came up with, this is for physical books now, are 330 books altogether, and 224 of those are unread. So a little over two-thirds are unread so far. I've only read 110 of the books that I have. Most are in here. There's a few in a cabinet in the living room, and there's a few that are upstairs. So that's where we're at with physical books. Prompt number 2 talks about your ebooks. Now, maybe some people have ebooks exclusively. Well, you're kind of lucky because you can get a count right off of, I know, Kindle. I'm not as familiar with Kobo or maybe some of the other things that you might do, but I came up with the fact that I have about 300 textual ebooks. And I've read about 70 of those. So that's 230 that are unread. So again, over two-thirds. And then I also have Audible books. So I took a look at those too. There was a time that I listened to audiobooks quite often. And I came up with about 350 Audible books. And I've only actually listened to about 50 of those. Can you believe it? So that's really a very small percentage there. So altogether, that is almost 1,000 books. I've read about 240. So I have a little bit over 750 left that are unread. 750 books at my disposal that are unread. That's just kind of what I'm getting at. And for me, that would be about 10 years of reading and listening. So prompt number 3, is, have you ever participated in a Read What You Own challenge? Why or why not? And if so, how did it go? Well, I have participated a couple of times in Read What You Own challenges, and I have not done well. I've maybe gone a week or so and have ended up buying more books. And yeah. So I tend not to participate in them a whole lot. But what I did recently is I decided that since I had so many unread books, and there were so many among them that I really did want to read. And I kept getting distracted by the new books that I was reading, the shiny new objects all the time, right? So I made the commitment at the beginning of August to not purchase any more new books except, or new or used books, except my book of the month. So far, I've been able to keep to that. It's been a full month now almost. And yeah, the magic happened. I found some gems and put those on my TBR for August. And there are a couple of things that I have totally enjoyed that I probably would not have read had I not done that Read What You Own exercise. So I'm really now doubly committed to that. And I'm not going to buy any additional books until the new year, until the calendar changes. So it didn't go very well in the future, but I think in the past, but I think I finally built up enough books to where I have a selection for my mood reading, for my TBR. I really don't need any additional ones for at least a few months, and enough that I will find the good books out of that. So prompt number 4 is, have you ever purchased the same book twice or more without realizing it? And what did you do with the extra copy or copies of the books? Well, the answer is yes, I definitely have. I've purchased books twice, Kindle and Audible, and I'm sure the other services that are similar to them will warn you when you're trying to buy a book that you already have in your library. So that's good. You can't do it with those services, but you certainly can do it out in the physical world when you're in a used bookstore going, do I have this one? But what I did with the extra copy, now you might find a couple of doubles on my shelves, but it wouldn't be much that I have left. I kind of made sure almost right away that I took those books out to the Little Free Library mainly, or to the library to donate for their sales. That's normally where I donate books. So prompt number 5 is to take 5 unread books. Now, for me, that's out of 750 from your shelf. I suppose you could pick them out of a Kindle or Audible if that interests you more. Or choose 5 from your e-library and talk briefly about why you purchased them. Was it price? Was it the fact that you're collecting them? Was it part of a series? Was it a beloved author that you just bought and then maybe kind of forgot about? And which of the 5 would you commit to reading within 90 days? What do you plan to do with the other books that you can't commit to reading in the next 90 days? Would you consider unhauling them? And if so, where? Okay, so let's talk about that. First of all, what I did was I went to every shelf that I have and I picked one book from it. Sometimes I just closed my eyes and grabbed something. Other times I pulled something that I know I've been wanting to read. So one of the things I pulled from a little shelf I have up here that you can't see in the video is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Now, last time I talked about Harry Potter, I swore that one of the other books, I think it was The Chamber of Secrets, was the first book in the series, and it was not. This one is. I did double check. So, I bought this, at least a year ago, I would say. I ran into several of these Harry Potter books that were in nice condition, all in paperback, that were the first maybe 4 or so in the series. And so, yeah, I would read this. This will also count as a banned book for me. So I do commit to reading this within the next 90 days. I think I should be able to do that. I've been wanting to read Harry Potter. I think I've mentioned it at least one other time before. And since I'm on a Stephen King thing, getting caught up with some of his old books that I've never read, I pulled Joyland off my shelf, and I would be more than happy to read this within the next 90 days. I've been trying to read a King a month for at least the past few months. I'd say probably most of the year, really. So yeah, I definitely would commit to this one. It's not one of his real long ones. It's a hard case crime. I bought this, gosh, I don't even know where. I think in a used bookstore in Richmond. It was maybe a couple of bucks or something. And so, yeah, it's in very good shape, and I will be glad to read that in the next 90 days. Next, I have kind of a beat up copy, but that's okay. This is an author I've never read before. I really want to read her. Ruth Ware is her name, and this is In a Dark, Dark Wood. I actually have a couple of these. I bought this, I know it was a year ago, because I bought it at a sale at the Book Bundler, which I did show on my channel. I got quite a few books that day, I don't know, 20 or 30, and I only paid like $1 each for them. So this was one of them that I got. And yeah, I definitely would love to read that within the next 90 days. So I hope that I do get to it. Next is Blacktop Wasteland by S.A. Cosby. This is, I believe, the first book of his that came to my attention and that I bought that was by him. I got this at a library sale probably a year and a half ago. I've had this one for quite a while. And yeah, I really want to read this. I've gotten caught up with some of his other books from the past this year. And so, yes, love S.A. Cosby. So that should not be a problem at all. I've also committed to getting caught up with some of my additional Book of the Month books that I purchased either at library sales or as extras through Book of the Month, and I never got to. I always read the Book of the Month so that I can do a review on it. It's part of what I do on my channel. But some of these kind of extras I just haven't gotten to. And so I've made a commitment to kind of catch up with those. So I've been trying to read one a month of these also. So I think that this should be no problem. This is Incidents Around the House by Josh Malerman. I've been wanting to read it for a long time. I believe I got it last September from Book of the Month because this was an additional book that I could order for my birthday. It was my birthday month. So yeah. So that should be no problem. I'll probably read this in October, make a perfect October book. So I've already written it on my calendar for November the 25th. That's not exactly 90 days from now, but it's 3 months from now, close enough. I've made a note that will be a Tuesday. So perfect. It'll be another Tag Tuesday, and I will be glad to talk about how I did with those 5 books, because that is actually prompt number 6. It says, update us in 90 days. Did you read or unhaul any of the books? Why or why not? So I'm also going to make the commitment that if I don't get to these by November 25th, I'm going to unhaul them. I am going to bring whatever ones I don't read, I'm going to bring to the Little Free Library or to the library sale, or possibly maybe donate to Operation Paperback. And if you're not aware of them, I will put a link below so that you can take a look at the services that they have. It's for veterans, and you can donate your gently used, very gently used. They don't want anything that's kind of a mess. You can donate those books to them if you wish. So I'll put a link below and you can read all about it if you're interested. So the 7th and last prompt is to tag other booktubers, and I'm going to do just that. So let's do one more snack for the road. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all of your support, always. I hope that you will like and subscribe if you have not already. Take care and have a great day.